Let's see this. Then Bilzerian, whatever, and Adam King debate Zionist against Christian.
Everybody at InfoWars is watching. They love this.
Yeah, they're scared to have me on over there, I think.
I gotta say, having no moderators for conversations like this is real. This is where men are. This is something only men can do. I think this is where Jake and I really connected in the beginning of this whole parlay was, let's be respectful. Let's let each other talk. Let's have a serious conversation that we don't spurg or scream over each other or get into these stupid internet things that need moderators. Let's be men and talk about things, allow each other to speak, and hopefully evolve and grow and change things.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that, I was listening to this nonsense interview, and you said that the Nazis were gassing Jews in VW.
In the beginning, yeah.
It's not true.
Okay,
It's not true. Factually, totally wrong.
let's go, man.
Do you know who invented the mobile gas chamber?
Tell me.
Ooh.
Isaiah Berg. And it was a Soviet Jew, and it was before World War II started. And he was gassing Christians in his car.
God damn. God damn. The perpetrator pointed a finger and said everybody else were guessing, but who was actually guessing? God damn.
Look it up.
Yes, Nazis did use carbon monoxide gas from car engines
Not
to murder
Nazis.
people.
This is in the Soviet Union.
And it included the use of sealed vans and trucks, some of which may have used engines similar to those.
Who invented the mobile gas chamber? Right there.
You're saying Isaiah Berg.
Yeah. Prior to
Mobile
World War
gas
II.
chamber.
Yeah,
okay, hold on. Where was the mobile gas chamber used? That's
Russia.
1937.
Okay, yeah, Russia. Prior to World War II.
Yeah, but it just says right here.
Jews killing Christians.
We're talking about specifically about the Holocaust. I know you like to talk about this Jews killing Christians and
that
this
happened.
This whole what's it called? The
Bolshevik genocide.
The Bolshevik genocide. They also killed Jews too.
No.
Why are the Zionists so much against talking about the Christians' deaths and the Christian extermination when they're somehow involved in it? Then they don't want to talk about it. That's not okay, man.
They did. They killed religious Jews.
No, they didn't.
They killed anybody that had anything.
Bruv, already he's lied 2 times, man. That's the problem with these Zionists. They're just saying shit, and there's no facts, there's no historical documents, nothing, bruv. It's lies and lies and lies.
That had to do with the Torah. There wasn't a lot of Jews over there, Dan.
Yeah, there was.
The fuck is this guy talking about? Is he fucking crazy? There weren't a lot of Jews.
You're talking. What's the guy's name? You guys always talk about him.
Henrik Gagoda.
Gagoda, right?
Yeah,
such a common Jewish name, right?
He was in charge.
Honestly, this show is fucking good. This fact and lie, that's fucking awesome. This should be in everything. Everything should be fact checked.
The gulags, all those guys changed their names, hiding that they were Jews.
You know, Gagoda's never been a Jewish name.
They changed their names.
To what? What was it before?
Non-Jewish sounding names.
What was his name before?
Hold on, I'll get to that.
So this is about to become like a chat GPT.
Bro, just wait 1 second. The fucking debate has been going for what, 2 minutes? Without the introduction and all of this. 2 minutes, he lied 4 times, and then he told the truth 2 times. That's a bad record already.
Debate where everybody's fact checking everybody else.
Damn.
Which is kind of stupid, if you ask me.
I mean, not really if you want to get the facts. If you have the facts on your side, then it's not stupid. So, how many Jews were killed by the Bolsheviks? There's no evidence that the Bolsheviks ever carried out any systematic campaign to kill Jews because they were Jewish. Shocking. There it is, right there.
What was it?
This is fucking too funny. God damn. Got him.
Because they were fucking Jewish.
Did the Bolsheviks
the brand new chat GPT, the Jewish-owned AI.
Getting along well?
So here's the thing. Your chat here's what's so bizarre about ChatGPT. Your ChatGPT is going to feed you based on your inputs. So is mine. So my ChatGPT says, yes, the Bolsheviks and the Soviet regime targeted and persecuted religious Jews. Your ChatGPT is saying they didn't.
I said, how many Jews were killed by the Bolsheviks? And it said there's no evidence that the Bolsheviks ever carried out a systemic campaign to kill Jews because they were Jewish. It literally said that.
Stupid.
Yeah, I think originally they were, and there was a purge by Stalin, but I don't think it was 8 million. I think it was a purge of some of the top officials.
It's fucking bullshit. There wasn't even 8 million Jews there. How could there be 8 million Jews in fucking Russia?
Yeah, I haven't researched the fucking
You know how many Jews
bullshit.
there were in
There was a lot of
Germany?
Jews in Russia.
You know how many Jews
Russia
there
was
were
one of the
in
2
biggest.
million, I think, or
in
something.
1939?
Now this debate's a 2-on-1. So if we're gonna go 2-on-1,
I'll sit
Let me
Bro, how long has it been? 4 minutes. Let's say 3.5 minutes. 7 lies already. God damn, man. This guy cannot tell the truth if the truth is right in front of him.
sit out. But you could talk. But
I'll chill for a second.
are you saying that Jake lost so bad that he needed to fill in?
He's a nice guy.
We were having a
He
conversation
just knocked
on
you
the
off.
debate.
He just declared me the
Here's
winner.
thing about
More of a
Jake.
conversation.
Jake is a super fucking nice guy that can like rip your head off and shit down your neck at any given time. He's like the epitome of like the guy that doesn't have to beat it on his chest because he's such a fucking badass. But he's also like a super nice guy.
You're being too nice. We
He's
should've
like
hung
a
out last
typical
night.
Gentile, you know, like. He's
Wait, typical
naturally-
Gentiles
yeah,
are nice?
Yeah, naturally
And
fucking nice.
Gentiles won't screw other Gentiles? You know?
Not historically. Not
Not
like
historic.
Jews that fucked over.
So you don't think that, like,
Ooh, did you hear that? So Gentiles don't screw other Gentiles over. This guy, he actually thinks people are Gentiles. Wow, you little fat, chubby little piece of shit. Little chubby looking fucking Bigfoot fucking. Honestly, Dan, respect to you, man. Honestly. I couldn't have sat there and let him speak like that, man. Respect for you to be cool. Respect for Dan that he can be so calm and have a civil conversation because, bruv, I will be over the table right away. Bruv, honestly, this little fat guy, he should be talking like that. Bro, that's the problem. There's no consequences. You know? People, all these laws, bruv, you should be able to challenge people to duel. You should, honestly, the laws should be changed again and people should have the right to duel and challenge others to duel. You don't always have to duel to the death, but duel to you give up or tap out or something, you know? We gotta fucking bring back dueling because these guys, they're fucking lying. And the only reason they can lie is because there's no dueling. You gotta get dueling back. Dueling. Sounds funny, duel. You know what I mean? That dueling where you go get the, you know, and you go 10 steps and turn around or whatever you fight or whatever, box or whatever. So yeah, Adam King, you're a fucking man, tits, fat piece of shit. Then you're a fucking G. Honestly, because then I respect a person who, even though he has nothing to gain, he want to tell the truth, you know? That I can respect.
like, let's say that there was a world where Jews weren't a part of it. It was only, you think there would be some kumbaya moment, lions sleeping with lambs?
I think there would be issues, just a lot less.
It's so naive, Dan.
Perhaps. But, yeah, perhaps. We don't know. It's never been seen. So, yeah.
Why?
But maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just who got the power. If we have seen the last 100 years, 200 years with the Zionist power, how the world looks. 2 world wars, a lot of wars around the world, proxy wars, genocides, just bad on bad on bad. And then we have seen the Christians, how they have, when they have the power, how they act. Pretty much the same, you know. So the Muslims, how they act. And that's the funny thing. Everybody is skipping every time. Whenever the Muslims has the power, the Muslims have the power, any religion is welcome and there's no genociding. So yeah, interesting.
Because throughout history, Gentile nations have warred against each other even when there were no Jews present.
Yeah, but a lot of the wars were started by Jews.
Look at Stu Peters. He just rug pulled and stole all this money from all these anti-Semites, and everybody was like,
that's still up for
that
debate.
shows you Stu Peters
I'm
is
not
a
going to talk on it because I don't know about it.
Stu Peters is a very clear example that not all Jews are bad and not all Gentiles are good.
I didn't say all Gentiles are good, and I didn't say all Jews are bad. I just said that Jews are disproportionately causing problems, and that they also have a supremacist belief system, and it's built into their religion that it's okay to fuck over non-Jews. So when you have a mentality that like you're better than other people, you're going to act like an asshole, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying every Jew is bad. I'm not saying every Christian is good. What I am saying is that Christians don't teach each other, hey, you can fuck over the Jews. It's okay. They're not Christian. Jews, on the other hand, teach that. So when you have a supremacist
We don't teach
belief,
that,
yes,
actually.
you fucking do.
No, we
It's
don't.
It's in your Talmud. It literally says.
You want to go to the Talmud with me?
I do.
Bro, I would love to go to the Talmud with
Okay,
you.
because I have some fucking quotes. I can pull up a whole bunch.
You're going to pull up the meme that I did a
No, I'm not gonna
3-hour
pull up a
documentary
meme.
on.
No, I'm not going to pull up a meme. I'm going to pull up the exact translation. Because
Let's
there
do
was
it.
a meme, and then there was like a
I have
whole
done this
breakdown
show
of it.
so many times.
I guess I'm switching to
I have
mediator.
done the show, but I can give you the exact
I know, now
translation.
I'm mediator. I'll try to be fair.
Adam King and Jake
I got
Shield.
Honestly, it's just so disgusting how much this guy in the yellow shirt he does. This David, what is he called? Adam. He's fucking lying through his fucking teeth. Honestly, it's disgusting. Then full respect. Then keeps it fucking civil, keeps it factual. No emotion involved. It's just facts, you know. No disrespect, no nothing.
Kicked out of my debate.
Kicked off your own show to be
I look
made-
at my text message and everyone's mad at me. Apparently, I was being too nice.
Really?
They're like, oh, you're.
This
I
is
was
what I
trying
don't
to have a
understand
conversation, but
because
it's
look,
all right. Let's
if
debate.
we don't talk to each other, we're going to end up killing each other. The only way that
Maybe
we
some
make
people- maybe
peace,
some people want that.
a lot of people do want that, but the only way that we're going to make peace
That's some fucking crazy shit coming from you guys. Honestly, Jews are very good people. Zionists are something totally different. Zionist has no religion. You can be any religion in Zionist. You can be Christian Zionist, Muslim Zionist, Jewish Zionist, atheist Zionist, whatever, bro. Buddhist Zionist, Hindu Zionist, whatever, bro. Zionist has no religion. Jews are Jews, and Zionists are Zionists. It's totally different. So yeah, but this guy, he's a fucking lying Zionist.
Yeah.
is by making it.
I should
We're not
have
gonna
gone a little
make
harder
these-
on some of the things.
Well, here's one of them.
We're not
Or maybe he's not lying. Maybe he's just unknowledgeable. Maybe he doesn't know so much. Maybe he's not so interested in knowledge and all of this. Maybe he's just pulling shit out of his ass. So yeah, I don't know, man.
going to make peace
This
if
one
we
came
just
up.
want to fight each other.
But honestly, I wouldn't trust this Adam for anything. Because already he's lied so many times. Bruv. That should be a clear sign.
Until one of us dies. That's just the bottom line.
This one came up. This is the Mishnah Torah.
Okay.
If by contrast,
What's the quote? The exact line.
no,
Let me
I'm
pull it
gonna-
up on Safari.
I'm going to read you the exact.
Give me the reference.
Passage.
Okay.
So this is, if by contrast a Jewish male enters into relations with a Gentile woman, when he does so intentionally, she should be executed. She is executed because she caused a
I know
Jew
which
to
one
be
you're talking
involved
about.
in an unseemly transgression, as is the law with regard to an animal. This applies regardless of whether the Gentile woman was a minor of 3 years of age or an adult, whether she was single or married. And it applies to if even the Jew is a minor of 9 years of age, she is executed. This punishment is explicitly mentioned in the Torah. As Numbers.
It sounds like you're reading off of a commentary.
No,
What is
a
it?
literal direct translation?
Mishnah Torah, forbidden intermarriage. No, this is okay, hold on.
It's a
This is
direct
quote.
quote. This is a direct
Hold
quote.
on.
This is
Can
not
I
like
see-
an interpretation.
I'm gonna find
This
the
is
quote.
what
Give me
it
a second.
says. And so it's saying that if an adult
Honestly, bro, I gotta read that Torah, man. It sounds like some fucking crazy shit is in there. You gotta know what the other people are thinking, so you gotta fucking read that. And fucking know what these guys are thinking, because what these guys are thinking, it sounds fucking wild. Honestly. Honestly. That's wild ass shit. You guys are some weird guys.
fucks a 3-year-old, that you should kill the 3-year-old if it's a non-Jew because that
No,
3-year-old
you're
caused the
missing.
Jew to
I
sin.
know this exact one. You're missing an entire segment. The
What do I
Talmud.
need? What do I need in there to tell me that
The
like,
Talmud is
you should
compri-
kill the child because the child caused the Jew?
You gotta
to
let
sin?
me speak, or else
Okay.
you're just preaching.
Go ahead.
So the Talmud is comprised of literally at least 20,000 authors.
Okay.
So I believe, and I'm going to pull this up. Actually, let me get my glasses because I can't see shit. I remember this one from a previous debate, and I don't want to misquote my answer, but I want to find the exact page because these are like arguments that are going on for like 5 pages of debate.
Let me get you the actual.
Give me the actual source reference, and then we can learn the whole page, not the line.
Okay.
Happy to do that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the part about Midian, but I'm not entirely. I don't want to misquote anything, but we will go through it.
Okay.
So but you're talking about the Mishnah Torah. That's not the Talmud.
That's one.
The Mishnah Torah is the writings of the Rambam. That was 1,000 years ago. That's not Talmud.
That's part of the Talmud.
It's not. The Rambam was Rabbi Moshe Maimonides. He was a famous physician to the Sultan of Egypt, and he was so the Talmud is the Mishnah. These are the Tanaim. They spanned for about a period of 300 or so years. After them came the Amoraim, which is another 300 to 400 years, and then the Rishonim, the Tanaim, the
right. This is the Mishnah Torah. That's what that's
so
from.
he's a Rishon. He comes much later than the Talmud. This is not from the Talmud at all.
Okay. I mean, I think it's still egregious. But
the Rambam says a lot of things that are egregious. In fact, the Rambam says many, like towards the end of the Rambam's life, all he did was write tshuvas. What tshuvas is when they write something based on something that they said in the past, saying, I was wrong, I didn't support this. So one thing that we learned from the Rambam is that he was writing tshuvas all the way up until his death. So we don't know what the Rambam didn't get to write a tshuva for. We don't know what he felt. There was a lot of tshuvas that he wrote.
The Rambam was, but
that's who you're quoting.
Soldiers that abducted a non-Jewish girl, they gang raped her over 3 days, and they killed her. And it was decided and carried out. They washed her, cut her hair, raped her, and then killed her. And this is from an Israeli article. So
are we talking about a modern Israeli thing, or are we talking about the Rambam still?
No, modern Israeli. I'm giving you examples of how this is being carried out today.
So what you guys like to do is you guys like to cherry pick certain things and then weave them all together and say all the Jews are this, and that's the argument.
All the Jews are this, but when you have in your religious book of text that it's okay to fuck over a non-Jew, it's okay to steal from a non-Jew, it's okay to rape a non-Jew, and then you've got real world examples of them doing that in Israel, and there's no consequence. That's clearly evidence that that's part of your law, and the Talmud is the Jewish book of law. So
it's not actually.
That's what it says.
The Shulchan Aruch is the Jewish code of law.
Okay, well, why do they list
the Talmud? The
Talmud
are ancient arguments that took place from this thing called the Anshe Knesset Gedolah, when the Jews came back from the original Babylonian exile after 70 years. Ezra the Sofer, the book of Ezra from the Bible, he's a Tana. He's also a Navi, the last of the prophets. These are the writings. These are the collected writings of all the prophets, all the ancient judges like Joshua from the times of Moses.
Okay,
and they're all compiled
I don't need
inside.
The whole dissertation. I'm just going to read you what it says.
Well, if you bring up a topic,
I'm just going to read you what it
says. If you're going
to
crash the debate and then bring up a topic, you got to let me explain it.
Well, there's what you say, which you're going to go on a thing, and I'm telling you what it says when you just Google it. The Talmud is the central text of rabbinic Judaism, is the primary source of Jewish religious law, Hakna, and Jewish theology.
Halacha.
Okay, until the advent of modernity in nearly all Jewish communities, the Talmud was the centerpiece of Jewish cultural life and was the foundation to all Jewish thought and aspirations, serving as the guide, the daily life of Jews. The Talmud includes teachings and opinions of thousands of rabbis on a variety of subjects, including blah, 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 blah. So it's saying that it's like the second most important piece of rabbinic text.
So what happened with the Talmud? Basically, like I said, the Mishnah, the Gemara, the Rishonim, the Achraim, they all carry down this tradition that goes into the Shulchan Aruch, which was written by Rabbi Yosef Karo in the 1400s. And the Shulchan Aruch is the unified book of all law for Ashkenazim, Sephardim, every Jew on earth. Mm-hmm. The code of law is called the Shulchan Aruch, and law is halacha. So the Talmud is where it all stems from. It's arguments of 20,000 people. Many people that, like the people who quote Talmud quotes, they were wrong in the argument. They lost the debates.
You had 2,000 years to take it out. Why would it still be in there?
We don't take them out. They were part of the conversation that created the law.
But that is the law then, right?
You know the difference between the Jews and the ancient Egyptians, besides the fact that we're still here and they're not? If you go to any Egyptian monument, it'll say, this pharaoh was so great. He did everything right. He was righteous and wonderful. You go to the next obelisk, same thing. It never says they fucked up, they ran the nation into the ground. You open the book of Kings. You open the book of Judges. They're fucking up all the time. We are writing our sins. We are airing them out. We are saying, yes, we sinned. We did things that were not okay in the eyes of Hashem in the ancient world. We were sent into exile because of that.
Okay.
We don't cover up our mistakes.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about covering up mistakes. I'm saying, like...
Who's this guy? We got another now?
We're going 4-on-1. We brought you
a 3-on.
We brought you
Is this another Fuentes thing I got to deal with? Who's rage quitting?
I'm staying out of it now.
Who's
I'm
rage
just
quitting?
moderating because it's not fair to go 2-on-1. Oh, this is work for me.
Oh, okay.
No one else is joining.
He's in house. He's not joining.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Did you? That was like the worst. It's always hard when you bring in new people, and it's like I remember when we were doing that debate, and I didn't even know Zerko was coming in.
Zerko, he's kind of funny. But he's kind of aggressive, huh?
Kind of.
He'd be kind of aggressive.
And he just came into Zig Heil and tried to trip me up because they were losing and they didn't want. And then Gavin with the rage quit. So it's always hard when you bring new people into
Islam better than Christianity.
It was a 15-minute conversation about the Catholic crimes against the Jewish people. 67 popes directly made edicts to kill Jews. And I was talking about specific books because they don't. The truth is that the Torah and Catholicism have certain. Catholicism likes to preach that it's a replacement theology. Did
this guy just lie again? Honestly, he just opened his mouth about the new topic and he lied. Wait.
With the rage quit. So it's always hard when you bring new people into
Islam better than Christianity.
It was a 15-minute conversation about the Catholic crimes against the Jewish people. 67 popes directly made edicts to kill Jews. And I was talking about specific books because they don't.
He fucking lied again, man. This is fucking unbelievable. Honestly. He's been right about two things, and honestly, this is just a fucking joke.
The truth is that the Torah and Catholicism have certain. Catholicism likes to preach that it's a replacement theology, and they need to limit, or some popes have felt that if Judaism is allowed to flourish, people will question Jesus in a lot of different ways.
Well, I mean, they are at odds.
So anyways, in the debate, we were talking about different artifacts. I did this episode on my show with Rabbi Benjamin Blech, who was very close with John Paul II. And he actually went to the Vatican and was afforded to see actual artifacts from the Rambam, actually. Certain pages of the Rambam that were missing because they stole them, and we don't have his answer. So like you're quoting Mishnah Torah. There's a lot of the Rambam that the Vatican has that Jews aren't allowed to see. So a lot of the discussions in the Rambam are unresolved because of that. So he was actually afforded the opportunity to see in the catacombs. And we were talking about like artifacts and whatnot, and that's when it came up. He's like, would you rather, because we were talking, and I said specifically, I see a very big difference between Christians and Catholics. First of all, Protestantism went through so much conflict just to be independent and have their own form of Jesus.
What was it?
I mean, look, we can talk about the
That's
old
Lutheran.
Shit.
That's not.
I mean, listen, we can talk about the old
You're
shit.
the one bringing up the old shit.
I'm giving you real world examples of where this stuff is being.
You've given me an example of a poor rape victim.
Okay, I'll give you another one. How about the IDF taps chief rabbi who once seemed to permit wartime rape?
Who? Never heard. Why do you hear this, but I don't hear
this.
This.
Times
but there was the guy that said they kill babies as a hobby.
Up, like obscure shit.
I don't want to make like 200.
IDF taps
front page, Times of Israel.
Karam also women's enlistment. These are just memes. Do you have the actual
That's
article?
Not a meme. That's a fucking article.
No, that's a picture.
No, articles like this.
Do you have to this, which is?
Can I see the article?
Well, this is
You mean all your memes are attached in a picture file?
No,
Dan,
no.
You can't crash a debate and do that.
You wanted the Talmud shit, so I'm giving you a list of Talmud quotes with real world implementation. Of that Talmud
so they made like.
Did you see
they
the
made
guy that says they kill babies as a hobby? Then he rolled it back. It was a government. It was a government official in Israel. Here,
That's
I'll look it up. I
ridiculous.
don't know his name.
That's so forbidden in Judaism.
But someone did say a government official.
What's forbidden in Judaism?
To harm children.
What the fuck, bro? You heard it so many times that they are human shields, that they're the T word, that they are, bruv. Honestly, this guy, he's lying through his teeth. Bruv, do these guys really think people are fucking so dumb that they have a special that they can't even remember for fucking 2-3 days? Bro, people have seen who you are. We know who the Zionists are, man. The world is just waking up. Just wait till the whole world know who the Zionists are.
That's not true at all.
It is true.
You guys
Why would I
on the penises of babies and give them herpes.
Let's talk about Mafitz Papay. Do you know what it is?
Oh, here's the
God damn, that's the most crazy shit. Why the fuck are you fucking biting the babies? That's some fucking weird tradition, rules, whatever, bro. Honestly, I don't care if that's how they did 1,000 years ago. That's just weird, bro. You live in 2026. That's some weird shit.
You do know the name?
You're sucking on the penis of a baby.
First of all, that's not widely practiced in Judaism.
I mean, the fact is,
I have a bris milah. I have a bris milah. I wasn't.
Yeah, there you go. There's the article. You want the non-picture version? There it is.
I never had Mafitz Papay. Nobody I know have mafitz
Okay, but
bepeh.
that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen.
I've been to thousands of circumcisions.
Okay.
I've never seen mafitz
But
bepeh.
why does it happen? Why is it allowed
It's like
to
an
happen?
old
Why can
world
it-
It's like an Amish thing.
Okay.
Like,
the
do you-
Amish don't suck the dicks of children.
What I'm saying is when I say
Amish.
it's an Amish thing, I'm saying it's like there is a word. First of all, it shouldn't happen. I don't support it. I want to condone it. I don't support mafitz bepeh. I think it's strange that like such a like a minor thing that's not widely accepted. In fact, most
that's not that
thing.
it's a
I mean,
very
don't
minor
suck on
thing.
a child's dick and give them
You're
herpes
missing my
and fuck
point.
them up. Like, I
You're-
think that's
you're
a
missing
serious
my
thing.
point,
But the
Dan.
fact that that's even like allowed and that's not condemned by your religion is crazy.
I condemn it.
Okay, but you're one guy.
Many rabbis condemn it also.
I haven't heard it. I mean, but
Yeah, because you don't look
regardless.
for it. You look for where you can blame Jews, not where you're.
I look
You don't
at
fact check
problems, and
yourself.
they happen to be caused by Jews almost every time. I didn't just like wake
I
up
wanna
and
ask you a
say,
question.
hey, it's the Jews.
You said something once, not to change the subject, but maybe it's a good thing to change the subject. You said you would rather eat cow dung than kiss the Western Wall.
Yes.
You would really eat cow dung?
Then pledge allegiance to that fucking
Not to
genocidal
pledge. Not to
state?
pledge.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I rather eat fucking grass for a year than kiss that wall. I rather not fucking. I'm never gonna kiss the wall, man. I'd rather fucking die.
Pledge allegiance to the
Absolutely.
state. The wall has nothing to do with
Okay,
the state.
that I would not.
The
kiss
wall
that.
is God's.
That wall to me represents fucking genocide. It represents
I would look-
apartheid. It
What? What? Did this guy just say the wall is God? Just 1 second.
Said you would rather eat cow dung than kiss the Western Wall.
Yes.
You would really eat cow dung?
Then pledge allegiance to that fucking
Not to
genocidal
pledge. Not to
state?
pledge
Yes,
allegiance to the
absolutely.
state. The wall has nothing to do with
Okay,
the state.
That I would not.
The
kiss
wall
that.
is God's.
That wall to me represents fucking genocide. It represents.
I would look nothing to do with
Okay,
the state.
That I would not.
The
kiss
wall
that.
is God's.
That wall to me represents
God's.
fucking genocide.
God, what did he say? Gods. Did he just say God? I don't know, man. Fuck that wall. That's a Roman wall. Everybody know that's the wall from the Romans that had a fucking, what's it called? They had a fort there. The fort was there, the military camp. They destroyed the temple totally. The only thing that was left was the Roman walls. These guys are so retarded, they're going to the Roman wall. The guys that destroyed the temple, they're going to the Roman wall where the military was and praying. Retardation, bro. Retardation.
It represents
I would look-
apartheid. It represents supremacy. It represents all sorts of things.
If
that
it
I'm
represents
adamantly
apartheid,
fucking
why are
against.
the Jews the ones not allowed on the Temple Mount?
I don't know what your religious
The
practices
Jews are the ones who are apartheided.
No, they're not. This is total bullshit. And they've done.
This is the first time in history that Jews are allowed to go to selected Arab countries, Dubai.
That has nothing to do with what's going on in Israel.
We're
We're not
apartheid.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? This is so fucking retarded. Jews are going everywhere, bruv. I even believe fucking Jews can go to fucking North Korea, man. If Rockefeller, some of the Rothschilds or whatever, if they call up Kim Jong-un and say to him, hey bro, I'm coming over, you fucking let them in, bro. Goddamn, why the fuck are you lying?
talking about is-
Apartheid would mean that a Jewish
Talking about
Supreme
your
Court justice wouldn't be allowed to be an Arab.
What?
But Israel has a Supreme Court justice as an Arab. That wouldn't be allowed in apartheid. You're
That's not
misappropriating the term. It is true.
I'm not misappropriating.
Arabs serve in the Knesset. Arabs are in the government. Arabs are in the police force.
Okay.
Arabs are in the military.
Cool. It's their country. They did a fucking
No,
study.
it's Israel. Yeah, they're Israeli citizens.
They
If
did a
there was
study,
apartheid,
and more
they
Israeli-
would.
No. It's a Palestinian land. And that's how it is. It's stolen, genocidal. The Israelis have stolen and genocided. So they don't have any right to that land anymore. And that's just how it is.
didn't
think
have
that.
that.
It's you're operating in apartheid than otherwise. More than half.
That's retarded.
Well, tell your fucking citizens because that's what they said. They believe that
Citizens,
you're operating in
citizens,
apartheid.
are you listening right now?
Yeah, I think the Temple Mount
You know-
is that where the Jewish guy terrorist came in and he killed like
No, that's
50 or
Barak
60.
Goldstein, and he did that to prevent a massacre actually. And I know the
He
family.
killed terrorism to prevent a massacre.
What the fuck? How the fuck did they just lie about that? This guy is a fucking extremist Zionist. Honestly, he's not just a Zionist, he's an extremist Zionist.
They were plotting.
Came in
They
just plot killing women and children.
no, they were in a mosque, stockpiling weapons. They were about to Yeah, I know the family. I know his daughter.
That was a complete terror attack. He came in.
You're talking about Baruch Goldstein from like 50 years ago?
The guy that came in and just
40 years ago?
shot up the
in
mosque.
Hebron.
Like, I believe that's it when I look it up. That was
Yeah, they were like about ready to. They were about ready to massacre the people of Hebron. I'm not making it up.
They were not.
Yeah, they were.
All right.
You can't just suggest.
I'll look up.
Let me ask you a question, Jake. Why are you guys so obsessed with just Israel?
Because we're fucking funding a
What about
genocide
other
right
countries?
now.
Because it's the fucking rotten fucking toe with gangrene fucking spreading to the whole body, fucking dragging the whole body down, fucking giving the whole body gangrene. Honestly, it's so fucking weird, bro. If you wanna be fucking civil, act fucking civil. How is it fucking so difficult, bro? There's so many fucking countries where they're living different religions together, all of this shit. Only in Palestine is the Zionists doing fucking genocide in 2026 in the civil world. And then you call yourself civil. And yeah, of course. Why the fuck should people in the West who are working hard pay for your fucking genocide? That's some weird shit.
What about other countries that were funding?
What other countries committing?
Especially when those people don't want to fucking do genocide. They rather fucking live and have fun. They rather go there on vacation and meet the local people than meeting you who genocided everybody.
A genocide
First of all, using
trillions of dollars to.
Trillions is
trillions.
Come on, Jake. I mean, Dan. Trillions.
Did we not fight the fucking Iraq war for you guys? Did Netanyahu not come to Congress and testify that there's weapons of mass destruction? Have you guys not let us into every?
Do you actually
fucking
know
conflict?
who gave the intelligence to the Americans that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction?
I know Netanyahu testified in front of Congress.
It was Germany.
And they said that it would be way better
It was
off.
Germany. And do you know who actually built Saddam Hussein's weapons of mass destruction
He didn't
program?
have any.
He did actually.
He didn't have
He was
weapons
caught
of mass
with
destruction.
massive amounts of weapons of mass destruction. He didn't have nuclear missiles.
Okay,
He had a
thanks.
plutonium reactor that was destroyed by Israel.
What about Dimona? What about the fucking
Hold
nuclear
on.
program that you guys?
Now
got
you're
over there?
pivoting because you're losing.
No, I don't know. I know there was no weapons of mass destruction. You're talking about a nuclear
This
reactor.
book that I gave Jake is an amazing book. You should also read it. I got him these two
nuclear weapons
books.
in Iraq.
These will, if you.
Honestly, bro. Honestly, I hope this fucking Adam Queen, he sees this video. Not my video, but this guy's his own videos. How many times he lied, man. It's a fucking catastrophic fucking debate. Honestly, Dan, you know you got it, bro. But this guy, the yellow Chillichoppy, he's just a fucking weak ass person.
You want to be a Nazi, these will improve your Nazi game. You got to know.
I don't want to be a Nazi. You're like sidetracking now.
I'm not
Netanyahu
sidetracking.
absolutely
Hold on, let me answer
testified
your question.
In front of Congress,
I was in the
that
middle of
there was
answering your
weapons of mass
question.
destruction. There was not.
Alan Dulles, it's very well documented in this book, negotiated, along with Germany, the dissolution of the German state, and the German NSDAP moved itself into other countries. Nasser's Egypt was entirely NSDAP.
What does this have to do with anything?
I'm answering your question. We're talking about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. They came from Germany.
Weapons of mass destruction. There was no weapons of mass destruction in
Yes,
Iraq.
yes, there were.
No, there was not.
Yes, there were.
No, everyone knows
There was
wasn't.
massive amounts of
literally
gas and
just gonna
chemical
make up
agents.
fucking
Books, I got
bullshit.
you.
Was there chemical?
Adolf Hitler's speech.
Is this because
The chemical weapons Iraq had was from the United States of America. Everybody knows this. This is just so fucking dumb. Honestly, this Zionist extremist, he should just stop fucking even talking, man. Every time he opens his mouth, it's just a lie. Okay, he maybe told the truth 4 times, but 25 times fucking lying, then he's not even lied 1 time. That's bad, bro.
Antelope Publishing. It's one of my sponsors, in case you want to. Hey guys, Jake Shields here. As you know, I have a free speech podcast. To keep that going, it's important to have sponsors and support them. If you want to support them,
Support real independent
Why are you just like?
okay, you're
pickups.
okay.
learn about Adolf.
Was there
There's some chemical weapons, but no nukes.
there was no nukes, but a weapon of mass destruction includes chemical weapons.
Okay, no, Iraq did not possess weapons of mass destruction, WMDs, at the time the U.S. led the invasion in fucking 2003. Like, what the fuck? Why are you just like...
Okay, your
coming up
ChatGPT
with
said that.
nonsense?
My
Sure about Jews and
ChatGPT
their
said
lies.
yes, Iraq had chemical weapons and used them extensively,
I put
particularly
in
under
weapons
Saddam
of mass
Hussein's.
destruction,
Do you know
not
about the
chemical
Halajba?
warfare.
Do you know what the Halajba was?
The fuck are you talking about? Weapons of mass destruction.
I'm telling
You're
you.
talking about chemical warfare.
I'm telling
talking
you.
about weapons of mass destruction.
I'm telling
put
you.
it right in.
The Halajba was when Saddam Hussein brought in Palestinians and gassed the Kurds with weapons of mass destruction in order to take.
Probably supplied by us in
That's a
Israel.
weapon of mass destruction.
Well, not according to fucking ChatGPT.
Confirmed use.
Exactly. The CIA helped. Yeah, America and the CIA gave Saddam gas weapons to gas people. So yeah.
1980 to
But this is old news, bro. Honestly, you gotta be a special Richard not knowing all these facts.
1988. Mustard gas, nerve agents,
And where did you
sarin,
get 'em?
taboon, used against Iran. Thousands were killed, severely injured.
Okay,
The
and Israel
Halajba
supplying
massacre.
Iran weapons back
Saddam
then.
used chemical weapons on the Kurdish city of Halajba aftermath discovery. UN weapons inspections later documented and destroyed large stockpiles of Iraqi chemical weapons. Iraq admitted to producing 3,859 tons of chemical weapon agents before the Gulf War.
I think it's different though between having gas and nuclear weapons.
It wasn't nuclear, but he did have a plutonium reactor.
Yeah, but he didn't have. He wasn't making a nuke.
He was making a plutonium bomb, and Israel blew it up.
He didn't have.
I think that's bullshit. Why does Israel have fucking nukes in the first place?
They stole it from America.
Bro, I don't care, and I love the fact that we do.
Okay, but you guys are like going fucking nuts about Iran having them, and you guys illegally acquired them.
You should too, because we have them, or supposedly have them.
You guys acquired
And if
them
Iran
illegally.
has
You're in
them,
a state.
do you know that Iran's target isn't even really Israel?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
They don't give a shit about America.
Yeah.
They don't like us
Now
because we
you're
funded.
It's Saudi-
Honestly, this reaction was so fucking funny. Honestly, I like this, bro. In the 2000s, after 9/11, bro, these white guys, Dan and this other guy, they would have eaten that shit up right away. But now people have seen the truth, bro. They have fucking lost fucking friends, family members for fucking what, bro? And all these innocent people died for what, bro? Honestly, the problem is Christians, they are normal people. But the problem is the Zionists are running the Christian faith. That's the problem. As well as the Muslims, if you actually look at it factually.
Saudi Arabia.
Iran is a fucking big threat to America.
It's Saudi Arabia, Dan.
Why would they want to kill Saudi Arabia? Over
Because
Israel?
you don't understand Islam. In Islam, the Sunni and the
Saudi Arabia, bro. How the fuck, bro? Saudi Arabia, the Zionist's best friend, man.
Shia have been at war with each other since the beginning of Islam.
Yeah.
If Iran destroyed Israel overnight and wiped it out, they're not done. They're not complete. Their game isn't over. Their story isn't finished.
It's not true that the Sunnis and Shias has been in war with each other since the start, because the Sunnis and the Shias, if you look at it, they are all different sects. So, and through the time, there have been different sects who had the power. So, this guy don't know what he's talking about. He's just yapping.
story finishes when their 12th imam comes and takes the Mecca and walks all the way to Saudi Arabia and conquers Saudi Arabia. Why do you think Saudi Arabia is entering into the Abraham Accords? And why did Qatar leave Iran?
That's why ISIS helped.
Why did
ISIS helped
Qatar
Israel.
leave Iran, give 1.2 trillion to Trump, and meet with Ronald Lauder, the chairman of the World Zionist Congress, on television? The Emir of Qatar met with Ron
sold
Lauder.
out.
Sold out?
Yeah.
That's what you think it is?
Yeah.
So what does that mean, sold out? Like he had to be committed to Iran going to war against Saudi
Sided
Arabia?
with the Jewish supremacy.
He sided with Saudi Arabia.
Okay, who's siding with the fucking
with America and the money.
You want to know something? There's an expression that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And when it comes to Iran,
Let's be honest. The British with the Zionists created the Saudi royal family and the Saudi people. So let's just stop fucking lying.
What are you saying?
there is no greater conflict in the world of hatred than the Shia versus the Sunni. They will kill each other till the end.
That is not true. That is false. That is actually factually wrong.
End of time.
So why are they not doing it?
They are doing it constantly. Constantly. Everywhere on TV, you could see it. They even fight each other in the streets of...
That's a fucking lie, man. What? Give him another point for lying, man.
Last
England.
time Iran and Saudi went to fucking battle.
Iraq, because they battled Iraq. They bordered each other. Saddam Hussein.
Proxy
So you're
wars.
talking about 20, 25
Yeah, and
years
then
ago?
no, not 25 years ago. And then afterwards, I was actually very involved in this, the Battle of Kirkuk, when the Iranians took Kirkuk from Iraq after we pulled out of Iraq.
Okay, well, what's that got to do with America?
These are very important strategic things.
I don't care. Like if
Look at
Saudi and
Yemen.
Iran blow each other up, I really
Look
don't
at
give a
Yemen,
shit.
Dan. Yemen is a very strategic point for the United States, for Europe.
Why?
Without the
Israel.
Suez
The canal.
Canal, without the
That's
Suez
why.
Canal, Europe is done. Europe, everything is going to be 8 times more expensive.
The
in
only
Europe.
reason they were blockading us, though, was because of our support for Israel.
Do you want? Remember when the Muslim Brotherhood took over Egypt? Would you want the Muslim Brotherhood to control all imports into Europe?
I would much rather them than Israel.
Well, Israel is about to build the Ben Gurion Canal, which is twice as big as the Suez Canal, and that's one of the most important things that's happening in the Middle East for all of Europe. When J.D. Vance launched the campaign in Yemen and said, "Why do we have to bail out Europe?" he was talking about the canal, because Egypt has all sorts of leverage that they use on Europe all the time. Sometimes in the canal, they'll be like non-hostile things, because they don't want to open hostility. So maybe a tanker will get stuck in the canal. The Suez Canal is a one-lane canal. There's a lot of
Yeah, the Houthis are
traffic.
controlling it, and that's kind of the issue.
Do you know how important that Suez Canal is to America?
I'm sure it's super fucking
Vastly,
important. Yeah,
massively important.
obviously. Otherwise,
These
kids can't
Houthis are
get
not
to it.
our friends. Forget about Israel for now, Dan. Let's just talk as Americans. Let's talk about making sure you're a businessman, that you, as a businessman, can import your goods from wherever you want, and they're going to get to their
greatest threat to
destination.
that is Israel, because the Houthis are fucking pissed at Israel.
The Houthis are employed by Iran.
Okay, and they're pissed at Israel.
They're hired hands. They're mercenary soldiers. When they go to war and they shoot missiles into Israel, they don't shoot barrages. They shoot one at a time, and they've been decimated. It's not even a war. It's so. I even feel bad for them that they have to fight on behalf of Iran like this. Hezbollah was taken out.
What's the point?
The point is that Iran wants to control all trade into Europe. Iran is the #1 financier of the Islamification of Europe.
Iran's not trying to stop our
Do you
trade.
think that the
I should be
Muslims-
more worried about Iran than Israel?
For sure. Do you think that
What the fuck? How the fuck did he just fucking come out and just said that like it was a fucking factual thing? Listen, let me be fucking 101 million billion% factual about this. No fucking Muslim in Europe wanna be in Europe. They rather be in their own country with security, with a normal fucking functional system that hasn't been corrupted by Zionist and American and CIA infiltration, fucking to destroy them and take their money to their countries, and with French infiltration and British. Bro, honestly, stop fucking lying, man. We ordinary people, there's no difference on us. We all want to just chill, have fun, have a nice life, have some property, some land, take care of ourselves, have it good, make a little of money. Even the money, man, it can be fucking a totally different system. It is possible. But then, some people couldn't live on the backs of other people. And that's the problem. For the West to run, the world needs to be poor. Even with Europe, America is losing money, because the reason why America had a big industrial and economic and middle class boom was because Europe, the second economy, you have America as a big economy, but you have Europe as a second big economy, if not bigger. But the difference is, after World War II, Europe was fucked up and bombed out, and thereby America made a lot of money because their country was not bombed. And those countries in Europe that wasn't bombed, they made a lot of money also. So this Islamization of Europe, it's a lie. If there was never a war in the Middle East, why the fuck would anybody be refugees in Europe? then Europe would be able to. Then Europe would take only take people who are qualified, who had the right qualifications for a job or for something special they need. So yeah, the Islamization is not true. Everybody in Europe, every migrant wanna go back. But the problem is for Europe and America to run their high margins and make money, their leads, for them to make money, they need to have the rest of the world poor. That's so simple. If the rest of the world is not poor, the West and US will fall and crumble. That's it.
The Islamification in Europe is a bad thing?
Well, I think the open borders is perpetuated by this fucking Jewish nonsense.
But it doesn't mean that the world is over. It just means that we have a different life where we ain't running for another person, where we ain't running just to run, just to survive, where we actually have a purpose with our life. We have a family. We have community where you build on the local community, where you build on the society. When you, instead of being materialistic and destructive, you being smarter and cleverer, bro. The opposite of that shit, bro. So yeah. But some people will not accept this because they have all the money, and that means they're not gonna have all the money, and they're gonna be nobody in that world.
Right. Everything's to blame by the Jews. Whites have no faculty. Whites can never fuck up.
Is it happening in fucking Japan? Is it happening in fucking China? No, it's happening in the place that
they
fucking Jews are
forbade
in control.
Muslims. Actually, I just read this story recently that they've like interned the Muslims in China and turned the mosques into places where they serve alcohol and throw parties for people, for Chinese citizens. Like they've treated Muslims very differently than the West.
I find it very interesting that all the places that have it illegal to deny the Holocaust all have open borders.
Dan, did the Jews...
Maybe it's a coincidence.
Do you know how many millions of people are in Europe?
Yeah, it's like 450 million or 500 million.
No. Migrants.
No, they've opened the borders, but
They
who's
walked
the
there. They walked there.
And these are poor people.
Do you think that Israel opened Turkey's borders to Europe?
No.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
The Zionists are fucking in total control of Turkey. It's a fucking lie if this guy is saying that the Zionists is not in control of Turkey. They own everything. They're even giving the fucking country loans and everything.
They probably help bomb Libya.
How did the Jews flood Europe with all the illegals or all the Muslim migrants that are destroying Europe? When I grew up, I'm in my 40s. I don't know how old
you are. Do you know how many fucking Jews said like we need to?
By fucking making America start wars that they don't need to start. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you don't make wars, if you don't put proxies in countries to keep their population down and don't be a threat to you because you're doing fucking horrible things, that's how. Just fucking act normal. If you acted normal, nobody would be on your fucking back for fucking doing bad stuff. Why? I don't get this fucking crazy idea that Zionists think the world should accept their fucking horrible crimes and just be like, we don't care. No, bro. You can't fucking do whatever you want. You ain't fucking nothing special. You ain't fucking chosen. You're fucking the opposite. You're unchosen.
Make this a melting pot. We need to destroy the white race. We need to...
Who said that?
I mean, I could give you a fucking
you
list
want to pull up a meme
thousands
again?
and thousands of fucking Jews that have said this. Always a fucking Jew that's saying this. Always a fucking Jew that's saying that.
You
I hate white people.
When you say stuff like that, you make white people sound like they're incapable beings with no faculty.
No,
they can't mess up.
We're being controlled because of
I go on the TV and I watch like the Europeans and I see these like German women, and it all started with Syria, by the way. There wasn't a mass migration crisis until Syria happened. You know that, right?
We had a fucking issue when they opened
there was migrants.
southern border.
Israel wanted to overthrow Syria, though. That war was
now
by America.
now we're in the greatest
Netanyahu
period.
talked about all the different countries that he wanted to talk
Syria,
about.
Libya.
If we get rid of Saddam, it's going to be great. If we get rid of Gaddafi, it's going to be great. All
None
these
of it's been
countries
great,
are
yeah.
fucking absolute shitholes now. You can buy a
Yeah, but
slave
you-
in Libya
Yeah,
for
yeah.
$300 fucking right now.
Listen.
So like this whole Netanyahu, we have to topple this regime. We have to topple this regime. We'll add stability to the region. It's all fucking
it's endless
bullshit.
wars.
It's all
You have to
bullshit.
understand, Israel has been at war with Iraq from the beginning of Israel. So of course Israel's going to come out and say, "Hey, we should go to war with this country."
They fight their own fucking
But
wars.
you like literally,
my issue is
you
them
literally
lying to us
take
to
you literally
drag us
take
over
all
there.
the faculty away from the Bush family. Desert Storm happened in
Let me ask you this.
1990.
Do you think 9/11 was a controlled demolition? Or do you think that
yeah,
they
it was
just-
definitely a controlled demolition.
Yeah. Okay. So who do you think did that?
The Bushes and the
Who do you-
CIA.
who do you think
Bushes
benefits
were
from
involved,
that?
but-
Major
you don't,
deep
you don't,
state.
you don't think that Israel benefits from that? What about all these
No,
Israeli
I don't think
art
that.
students that were in there?
I don't believe that these 5 dancing Israelis
No, no.
is a bar high enough as
No, I'm
evidence.
not talking about that.
they were-
All the
it goes
fucking
way
art
beyond
students
that,
that were
though.
in there planning fucking explosives. The fucking when
Yeah.
they lit up the side of the thing said E-team on it.
I know
that
the
was
guy.
exactly
What's
where
his
the
name?
fucking
The guy
plane
who
hit.
owned the building. That was really
Lucky
sketch.
Larry.
Oh, you
He
think?
was good friends
That
with
was
Benjamin
very
Netanyahu, who
sketchy.
went out.
The
He
guy
went and got
buys
a
his
lease
best
right
friends
Forget
before.
about
build
making.
buildings,
Forget about
double
making
insures them.
He made
alliances
4.5.
with
He made 4.5
I
billion
know.
off that.
Listen, he should. That I mean, is he still alive? I mean, he's
Yeah, I
like in
think
his
so.
90s if he's still alive.
So
No,
you-
that-
so
what
you
about all
don't
the
draw
betting
any
against-
correlation to fucking Israel there?
Not to Israel.
There was also major
To Larry,
betting against
yeah.
the stock market
Okay,
that
so
day.
Larry-
Jews can
Larry
do
benefited
wrong,
from
Dan.
that.
Jews can do
But Larry was
damage.
a Jew and he
It
was a
doesn't
Jewish
mean that they're acting on behalf of the people. George Soros is not king of the Jews.
But it seems like
Okay,
the
but they're
government, because
working
Netanyahu
together.
was friends with that guy. There was a dance in Israelis. There was urban movers, which that's who they worked for. That guy fled to the country
There was
right
no
after.
And let me
Mossad
tell you
agents.
something.
They caught a bunch
Nobody
of
is
Mossad
best
agents.
friends with Bibi Netanyahu. You
We're
know,
friends. They're not
Bibi
best friends, we're
Netanyahu has
friends.
one best friend. Yair Netanyahu. His
Aaron
son.
here?
I know, it's really like.
There's definitely a lot of connections between 9/11. There's the urban movers. You know, their vans were spotted by Logan Airport and where all the things went down.
So,
This guy Adam, he's a fucking
like,
them
liar.
shifting
when, the thing is when,
He's a
like,
fucking
you have to look
liar.
at Israel. Israel has no allies in the world except the United States. Why would Israel attack the United States?
That's fucking wrong too. Give him for lying again. The whole Europe is with the the whole Europe is with the Zionists. Saudi Arabia and the Middle East is with the Zionists. Asia is with the Zionists. South America is with the Zionists. Africa is with the Zionists. Majority is with the Zionists. So I don't know what this guy is fucking lying. There's countries there isn't, but the majority of the West is definitely with the Zionists. So this is a lie.
Well, big catastrophe, and I'm Israeli, and I hope that now people understand what we have to deal with, the kind of people that we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. It's just a catastrophe.
The CIA was in on
What
it.
is it?
Why
What do
did
they
they
get
do
from
such
it?
liberty?
What do they
the
get?
Levant affair?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
They benefit every
one
time
subject
they do
at
a
a
false flag
time.
attack. You should. Why would they
I
do
think-
it?
What?
I think
what,
the
how did they
CIA
benefit?
Bush is
Well, let's
not
go
with
through
them.
it. Let's go through it.
Why do
Levant
you-
affair. That was their first false flag
False
attack.
flag.
They truly got caught.
Well, no.
red-handed,
Let's
right?
talk about 9/11 instead of bouncing around.
Well, I just want to go in chronological order.
Listen, it's hard in a good faith debate to within a minute have to talk about the Holocaust,
I think
9/11,
there's a
USS
lot in
Liberty in
9/11.
a
No,
minute.
there's a lot in
You gotta give me
9/11.
time. I
You're
could
saying-
stay here all day.
When did they do it? And I'm trying to give you a chronological, order of when they attacked their own fucking citizens, when they attacked
You know,
U.S. citizens,
9/11
when they attacked their allies to try and get benefit. And I'm going to give
The,
you
the
benefit.
hijackers were in the same town as Israeli spies.
Wait, what are we talking about? What's
Or 9/11.
what's 9/11 or
Well,
USS Liberty?
I mean,
Where are we going?
We could start at the Levant affair. That was the first false
I
flag
guess we'll go
attack.
backwards.
What is worse? Okay, let's go. Levant affair.
Yeah,
go
they're
for it.
killing their allies to try and blame the
I don't know
Muslim
much about the
Brotherhood.
Levant
They bombed America and British, and they tried blaming it on the Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah,
so
they
they were
wanted
trying.
to
It was a
drag
false
us
flag
in.
attack. It was in 54, 56 or something. So
1956.
it was a long time ago. Yeah, so
6 years after Israel.
yeah.
1954.
They tried killing President Truman before that. The Stern game tried assassinating him with letter bombs. So they tried killing a president there.
How the fuck did America become such cucks for fucking the Zionists? I don't get it. And Britain too. And the Germans too. God damn. The Germans, your grandfathers will be rolling in their graves.
Did a false flag attack on America and Britain.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I want to since we're let's use USS Liberty as like the anchor of the subject,
Right.
as opposed to Levant or any of these things.
There's lots of them. It's a problem,
USS Liberty is 1967, right? 1967 war was an absolute miracle of survival. I know people who were in the war, actually. Every single person in Tel Aviv dug graves before they went to battle. Tel Aviv, when they came back, there was empty graves everywhere. We didn't
You're
think
not
we
gonna
were.
get me to feel
Let
bad
me,
for people
they
stealing
did
I'm not
There's
asking you to
massacres there, too.
feel bad. I'm asking you to listen
That's a fucking lie, man.
to me. I came here. I traveled far to be here with Jake. I don't want to like be talked over. I want to at least to be able to respond
Go
to
ahead.
you. Israel immediately came clean. First of all, before the U.S. said, "Hey, there was an attack," Israel said, "Hey, we accidentally did this attack."
That's not coming.
They
It wasn't an
apologized. Dan, let me speak.
Well, let's go piece by piece. 'cause
Dan, I don't want to have a moderator.
Well, here's
Jake
the-
is strong enough to not have a
but
moderator.
here's
You
the
can't
thing.
be. You
Okay,
can't be
but
so
here's
beta
the
that
thing.
you need a
Here's the thing.
moderator.
Let me just say something. Here's the thing. If you say 15 different things and then we have to go back
You're the
and
one saying.
dissect,
I can't even get a
No,
word
but
in. I feel like I'm debating David Duke again. Jeez.
Okay, let's.
We're going to like a minute apiece.
Okay, no, stop. Let's just talk about each piece of it. So you're saying that they took ownership of it, and I'm saying they didn't. So let's discuss that because that's the first point of contention. Let's sort that out, and then we'll move on because I think that's a big deal. Them saying that it was an accident is just total fucking bullshit. They
Okay,
were
can I
attacking
get back?
for
Can
an
I
hour and a
finish?
half.
Can I finish, please?
Well, let's talk about that one point because I think that's very important. Like you're going to gloss over that and say like they took
Dan,
accountability.
my
saying
point
it's an
has
accident.
probably like 20 sentences in
Okay,
it.
but that's what I'm saying.
I
I'm not
can't-
going to remember all 20 sentences. So let's focus on the crux of this issue, which is you're saying they're taking accountability
Okay.
by saying it was an accident, and I think that's.
I heard you.
Yeah,
I
that's a
heard what you're
problem.
saying, and now I'm going to respond. Okay. So in the 1967 war, you have to understand the climate of Israel. Israel literally thought it was over. The whole country, the experiment, trying to create the Jewish homeland. Not one single. We didn't have allies.
So they
we didn't
bombed
have
the US ship?
support. Let me speak. First of all, it was hellfire. There was friendly fire against Jews, Jews against Jews. People were just shooting at any moving thing. A duck flying in the sky, they're shooting at it.
That wasn't happening.
There was so much fear and dread and panic in the 1967 war. Context is important.
Buddy,
They
I've been
were
in the
running-
military.
they were running
People
with
don't just
Palestinian
shoot their own
bulldozers.
fucking
You know,
people
you know
all
who
the time.
does? You know who does?
They were committing
Civilians
massacres
who
during
are
that
fighting
time.
a war. And 1967 was you had some trained people in the Israeli military. You had a lot of civilians. Everyone got drafted. Young men, old men.
They pretty much
They're all
are-
there.
they're
Now,
already-
hold
they're
on.
already
Let
running
me
war by that
finish.
point.
Let me finish.
All
It's a
right,
2
all right.
against 1, and I can't even finish a sentence. That's not
All
good faith.
right, all right.
So, if you're going to be moderator, you got to moderate.
I want to comment after this. Let's go. I wanna
So,
comment.
so here's the thing: USS Liberty shouldn't have been there in the first place. We Americans should not have been there.
Why
we
not?
were because it was the middle of a battlefield. First of all, the
not true.
largest,
It's the ocean.
the largest friendly fire incident took place between England and America. 35 people were killed. 34 on USS Liberty. Nobody cares about England doing a false flag, or not a false flag.
What was England's false flag?
There were many of them actually.
What
There were
was it?
several. The latest one was in Desert Storm, 1991.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
Real quick on
Oh, you
Liberty.
want to go farther back? The
No, no, no,
60s.
we're
Let me
talking
talk-
about-
1991 is
we're talking
We're talking
irrelevant.
about
I wanna
that
talk about
war.
Liberty real
We're talking
quick.
about the war of 1967. So I don't want to hear about Iraq and a foreign country that did this. I'm talking about the U.S. and Israel.
So
focus, let's get
Israel,
on the subject.
Israel said there's actually a soldier that an Israeli soldier that went to prison because he didn't fire on the ship and because he didn't know if it was an American ship or
It had a
not.
huge American
And
flag.
other people were because there was a lot of but what this prison sentence of this Israeli does is it shows that Israel very heavily speculated that there were people they didn't know if it was American or not. It's a tragedy. It's a
Let
tragedy.
me ask you real quick.
But let me finish my point. I want to finish my point.
I've been going for a while. Let's be quick. 'Cause I want to say
It's a
something.
2 against 1, bro. I should have the most
Jake,
amount of
I haven't
time.
said that much.
Let me just deal with
What
this
is
real
worse? What is worse? A country that declares war against America, a country that fights a war against America, or a country that has a friendly fire incident, apologizes, and pays out the families?
quick. Okay, let me
multiple.
answer this.
What's
Let me
worse?
All right, let me
I'll let
fucking
him go down
talk.
real quick.
It's way worse to kill your fucking ally on purpose. Infinitely fucking worse. It's not even close.
Do you
so
think
this
it was on
friendly
purpose?
fire, this friendly fire, which is complete fucking bullshit. Because I was in the Navy, you weren't. Okay, so I did 4 years in the Navy. I've been on a fucking ship. I know how it works. Like I've been in the fucking airplane. People don't just accidentally fucking light up a fucking boat. People don't just accidentally drop napalm. It's not like shooting fucking ducks in the sky. When you're in the fucking military, you follow very specific orders. You don't just fucking fire on random.
The
shit.
American
Hold on,
military
hold on,
is very
hold
well
on.
organized compared to
I let you-
1967
hold on. I let
Israel.
you talk. Let me finish.
Go for it.
This
You barely let me
This
talk.
idea that like civilians are flying fighter jets is total fucking horseshit.
They weren't even fighter jets. They were jets with
They were
the
not
fans.
propellers. They were fucking jet fighters.
They were jets, but they
with
also
the
had
Star of
propellers.
fucking David on it. Let's just not spew bullshit.
I'm
They
saying
were-
that
they were
the
jets.
Israeli Air Force had not only
I don't
jets
care.
but propeller jets.
Okay,
That's how
that
unprepared
wasn't-
they were.
okay, this was not a propeller jet. So stop trying to like paint a bullshit picture.
It wasn't a
This was an
propeller jet.
actual
It was a horrible thing that should never have happened.
No. This was an actual jet. They shot the ship for an hour and a half. They dropped napalm on the deck. They shot the fucking lifeboats, which is a fucking war crime. They brought in another ship to fucking torpedo the vessel. They brought in attack helicopters. They knew it was a U.S. warship because you fly fucking flags. I was in the military. You have a big fucking flag flying. You've got USS whatever on the fucking hull of the boat. Like it's on the stern. It's very, very obviously identified U.S. warship. They flew over multiple times to check. They got the order and they attacked. And the only person that got thrown in jail was the person that didn't want to fucking attack. Probably because they realized that it was a fucking U.S. ship. And then afterwards, they took life rafts and they put them on fucking display as trophies. Okay, so don't tell me this was like some accident that's just horseshit.
I would like to add one thing.
Hold on. Let him respond. We can't double fucking
he's been
team
waiting.
that.
Go.
Well, I just want to add one thing real quick. The war was pretty much over the time. He said they were freaking out. They were when that was there, they were doing massacres. They were running over people in bulldozers. They were massacring children. And every single person, everyone that was on the Liberty, they all say it was a cover-up. Like, I've talked to a ton of the guys. You know, they just had their rally last week.
Not everybody on the Liberty says it's a cover-up.
Pretty damn close.
A lot of the families received large financial sums from
They
Israel.
put a gag order on them. I mean, it was a total fucking horseshit.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm trying to speak.
Okay,
I'll try to be fair.
How old are you? You're in your 40s?
Yeah.
You're also in your 40s, right? So you're telling me right now that a dispute, clearly it's a dispute, in 1967, 20 years before we were born, 15 years maybe before you were born, is the determining factor of why Israel's your enemy today?
Absolutely
They do it over and over.
Hold on. This
Listen, you can just fucking fuck up and say, oh, it's a long time ago, so why the fuck should we care about it? Honestly, this is just... I don't like these guys. I like Dan, I like this other guy, but I don't like this chili choppy Zionist extremist. I definitely don't like him. This Adam guy, he's a piece of shit, man.
was not the first. That's why I brought.
He's a fucking liar, and he has no fucking backbone. He's a fucking rat, man. He's a fucking weasel, nothing else.
The Levant affair. When you actively target your
Levant affair was 10 years before
Hold
that.
on. When you actively target your allies, it's like when I'm dating a bitch. If she cheats on me multiple fucking times, I'm not going to trust the bitch. Well, if I'm allies with a fucking country,
We have 5 minutes left.
I'm in Fort Studio closes.
Oh shit.
fuck
We
those
didn't even get to smoke
motherfuckers.
weed, man.
All right. If you are
Dan,
allies with a
you
country-
hijacked this. This was actually a really good thing. I'm actually very disappointed in you because we really
talk
wanted to
about
talk,
mine.
and I really wanted to, there's so many subjects, and the one thing I hate is just like when other people like hijack other people's spots. And I'm glad that you came because I'm glad that we got to meet. I don't like having to finish up such a sensitive conversation in 5 minutes because the studio has to
Let's
close.
see, let me close a little much. Little fucking
We had
ridiculous. Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
we had a whole plan for today, and you kind of just took it over.
But-
and
but because
you
you're
don't
saying
think
things that
Jake,
weren't
yeah,
true,
because you
dude.
don't trust Jake.
No,
you
but
think
you're-
that
no, but
Jake
you're-
is losing the
no, you
debate,
were
and you got to
saying
come
things that
in, and you
weren't
got to
true.
bombard everything.
No,
and
you're saying things that
kind of
weren't
just like
true.
steamroll
So if
everything.
you're
I'm
having a-
saying very true things,
No,
but
you
I can't
didn't-
even
no,
get
you
through
were
a
not.
sentence with you.
You were not
And that's the
saying true
difference
things.
between you and Jake, because Jake, when Jake and I were talking, it was like it was easy to speak. There wasn't raised voices in the conversation.
But he didn't know that you were lying to him. I know that you were lying.
But I'm not lying to him.
Yes, you were.
Just because you say that I was
I
lying to
literally
him.
proved to you that the fucking mobile gas chamber was
You were
was
saying that
invented
the
by a
Rambam was
Jew.
the Talmud. You're like pulling all
Okay,
these
the
memes
Mishnah-
out of the thing.
Mishnah Torah
You
was
get
the
all
one
your
thing that was
memes
not-
from news,
No, the
Dan.
Mishnah Torah was
Everything
the one
that you're
quote-
pulling is some meme thing.
The Mishnah Torah was the one quote that was not directly in the Talmud, but it's still a part of fucking Jewish text, and it's still something that you guys.
All right, since I got you, I want to talk about other things. Let's talk about this. Why is it that anti-Semites will align themselves? I want your honest opinion. Why do they align themselves? Maybe you're not like this. Maybe you're a purist. It just seems like anyone who attacks Jews is all of a sudden friends. Muslims, gays, trannies, Nazis. They all are kumbaya moment. Why is that?
I don't think that's the case. I think that it's a
But it
common
is the case.
problem because when people attack, Israel or whatever, they
Are you playing Kanye's song, the HH song? Do you like it?
No, because they've deleted it from every streaming platform.
Let's say in its original content. Do you like it?
Yeah, I think it's catchy.
You like it?
I think it's a good song. Yeah.
But when he talks about how he likes watching other men fuck his wife, do you like that too?
I didn't hear that lyric.
It's like the first lyric in the song.
Well, the problem is the Jews.
Let me read
refuse
it.
to
It's the
allow
Jews' fault that
Well,
Kanye said that.
Listen to what I'm saying. You didn't even
It's
let me
the
finish.
Jews.
Who stopped allowing
Okay.
his song to be streamed on any platform.
HH
Is that true or not?
lyrics. Everybody's got the song. You can get it anywhere.
No. The question was, did the Jews stop that song from being streamed on any platform? They took it off Spotify. They took it off Apple Music. They took it off.
Think
almost
that I'm
any way
stuck
that
in
you
the
could-
Matrix. Where the fuck is my nitrous? Yes, I am a cuck. I like when people fuck on my bitch. The shit that I'm posting on Twitter, they telling me, hey, don't say that. This is the first lyric of the song.
Okay.
Isn't that weird? Like how alpha bros are just like so down for cucking all of a sudden?
I don't think that's what it is. I think that's what you're trying to make it.
That's
but-
the lyric, bro.
Yeah.
I just read
Okay,
it to you.
there's one lyric
You're
in there.
reading like Mishnah Torah telling me it's Talmud. I'm reading you the lyric. Should I go through more?
Go ahead. I haven't heard the song in its entirety, so go ahead.
Yeah, you just hear the
I just
part.
told you can't fucking download it anywhere because the Jews cut it off from every streaming
It's
platform.
the Jews. Nobody
Not-
else.
who-
Nobody
who-
else.
Oh, who did it then?
Nobody.
Who
Dude,
did
you
it?
could get it from
No,
anywhere.
tell me who did it because it's not on Spotify. It's not on Apple Music.
It's on
not
Twitter. Dude, I could download it on the internet right
Twitter's
now.
the only place And you can't download it from Twitter and put it in your iTunes library.
Everybody's got it. They made like country versions of it. They made cartoon versions of it.
It's got to be kind of scary.
They made it's not scary at all. It's actually the funniest song ever because these like alpha cucks have literally been talking, oh, the cuck this motherfucker's a cuck and that motherfucker, we love Kanye. And Kanye's like literally sucking his cousin's dick one week. And then watching, and just because he says HH, everybody's like, oh, he could cuck, and cucking isn't so bad.
I'm not a huge Kanye fan. I think he doubled back on this. I don't like the fucking KKK shit. I don't think he comes with facts. Like, there's a reason that I am fucking against Jewish supremacy, and I articulate it. He doesn't. He just says, fuck the Jews. I'm a Nazi. I'm a KKK
What do you think the
member,
solution is to the Jews, Dan?
I think that anybody that's in power needs to have responsibility. Hold on, just let me finish. You asked me. So anybody that's in power needs to be able to be criticized. So Jews are disproportionately in power, yet you guys want to make yourselves in this victim class where nobody can fucking, criticize you. And that's the fucking big problem.
Why do you say that Jews took $800 million? Didn't you? What happened with your business?
Okay, now you're just...
No, I'm curious because... it's not nonsense. I'm curious because the internet posts all this news about you.
You said, why did I say that the Jews took $800 million? That's just nonsense. You're just saying...
Then for the world, because everybody's listening, explain what happened.
Everybody's not listening. I think we have like 11,000 people on here. But anyways...
They will listen. We had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that were tuning in. Because of technical difficulties, they'll watch it later. Okay, answer the question.
I never said the Jews took $800 million.
And if nobody was listening, you wouldn't have felt the necessity to come down here and back up Jake.
I was listening, and it was offensive to me to listen to him get lied to. So that's why I came down here, is because you were lying to him. And like,
fucking respect to them, man. That's how it's supposed to be, man. Stop fucking listening to liars and stop accepting fucking lies and all of this, man. Gotta step in. Fucking confront those bitches, man.
I know who invented the mobile gas chamber. It was a fucking Jew. So you're trying to say...
All I was saying was that mobile gas chambers were used in the Holocaust.
No, they weren't.
My ChatGPT said yes. Your ChatGPT says no. It's like we could go back and forth over this.
A Jew invented that before World War II.
Dan, we're losing the manliness of this debate.
Important, though.
You're bringing the manliness. I'm disappointed in you. I've been watching you even before I was a figure, and like you're always seen as like this alpha male, 100 chicks. I'm the man. You got your new Sigma thing or whatever. You're like teaching men how to be men, and like it's just you just kind of like made this space a little bit less manly. I got to be honest.
I mean, if people are taking masculinity advice from you, then I feel bad for them. The point is,
two men can talk without.
Exactly, man.
Having to raise their voice.
Taking fucking advice from a fucking fat Teletubby.
Allow each other to speak and have a conversation.
Sometimes
when you get into a spurgy debate, like you're the one who cut off. You literally crashed the debate to cut me off.
He asked me to come here, but yes.
Yeah, he asked you to come.
He didn't say it's cool if Dan came by.
At the end, I said if he comes at the end. He came 30 minutes into the debate. We didn't even get to smoke weed.
It was like 50 minutes in, but...
we had an entire plan to smoke weed together. We were going to break the internet.
You guys have all night to smoke weed together, and that's fucking cute.
But on the stream, Dan.
Okay, dude, whatever, man. I've been fucking smoking weed since you were a little kid. That's not the point.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't smoke weed no more.
Let's go.
I don't smoke it no more.
I bought him this bong just so that we could smoke together. Let's do it, Jake. Come on.
We got to smoke in the studio.
We got a few more fucking minutes. Like, here's the thing, dude. Like,
smoke outside.
No, let's smoke on the stream. Everybody's here. Let's have a Jew smoke weed with some Nazi adjacents. Come on, man.
Nazi weed. All right, fuck.
Be brave.
I don't want to smell that shit. I gotta.
Then maybe we should smoke weed so you leave.
I don't know if we can smoke in the studio either.
I know you'd have a better time with the debate if I wasn't here, but I want to like keep this like factual. And the problem is he doesn't have.
No, you're babysitting. You're not doing facts. You're babysitting Jake.
No, I'm giving you the factual fucking evidence of everything that I'm saying. So like
you're not. You're pulling memes.
What Jews do. They subvert and they lie.
You are like David Duke. You just don't stop talking. You're not holding me accountable.
An insult, by the way, I don't care. Like you think that I'm like David Duke?
No, I mean like he just talks a lot. He never lets a word in.
I mean, I just don't like when you fucking bullshit and then there's no pushback.
Dan, you're not going to like everything that everybody does in the world.
I know, that's why I'm stopping it.
You're not stopping it.
The Soviets invented the mobile gas.
I know they did.
Honestly. This guy who counted the lies, he should also count every time he fucking accuses somebody of something that's a lie. Then this guy would have more than hundreds.
But they were used in
kill Christians.
Nobody said that the Nazis invented it. I said that they were used. You guys are taking like a small point. That's what I'm saying. This is like an Andrew Wilson type of thing. You hyperfixate on the most small thing so you could distract yourself from every other point of the argument you're losing.
I think the big stuff is like.
Oh my God, dude! I'm like required to answer 17 topics in 2 minutes. All of that. That means you're losing. That means
name one topic that you think that I'm wrong on.
Oh, let's go down. What topic? Mishnah Torah. You were wrong about Mishnah Torah.
Oh, okay.
Judaism does not promote pedophilia. Pedophilia is outlawed in the Talmud. Sexual harassment is outlawed in the Talmud. Consent of marriage is required by the actual person, not the parent.
That is a lie. The P word is allowed in the Torah.
That is an actual law. That is an actual law from the Mishnah Torah.
Why are you guys allowed to rape non-Jews?
We're not allowed to rape non-Jews.
Really? Then why didn't that guy go to jail when they had him on?
I don't know what you're
video?
talking about.
The guy that raped him in prison.
I don't know what
They
you're
did
talking
do that.
about.
You
And there was some
didn't fucking
rabbis that
read the
condoned
news?
it.
I don't know what you're
He was
talking
literally
about.
on video raping a Palestinian prisoner. It's not like
It was
this
a
is
gang-
not
it was a gang
conjecture. This isn't like conspiracy theory. It's on public television, and now the guy's.
And did he go to jail?
They brought him
No,
on,
he's a
they brought him on
celebrity
TV to
in
do reality
Israel now.
shows.
You know what? We shouldn't smoke weed on this podcast.
He's a celebrity.
You want to know
Next
why?
time.
We shouldn't smoke weed because I feel like you kind of ruined the podcast, Dan.
I mean, I don't think you guys should smoke weed because I don't want you guys to get any fucking dumber. I want you guys to learn this shit.
You're the
It's
dumbest
important.
element in this conversation.
It
Am I though? Because you haven't been able to refute one
let's
sentence.
keep- let's keep it friendly and not
Listen,
insult each
I'm not
other.
even allowed 20 seconds on an answer
Have 20
because you're
seconds, go
babysitting. Literally, I
Maybe
gotta
you guys
tell
should
you.
both
I
do
gotta
like
tell you.
30
Big shout out to
seconds.
Owen
Let's not
Troyer.
switch
I was
to, like,
talking to Owen
insults.
Troyer about this a lot. Infowars is really excited to have two men sit down and have a
I
conversation.
think you guys have a good conversation.
I'm
You stop
prepared-
insulting each other.
Infowars is scared as fuck to have me on there because they don't want
Yeah.
to face the truth because they're fucking owned by Israel.
That's
Twice,
Yeah.
twice Alex pretended like he was
Alex
happy
is
on
owned
then
by
backed out.
Israel.
I
Here
mean,
we go
he
again.
kind of is.
Why will we talk about everything except for the fucking Jew?
They talk about the Jews all the
No, he
time.
doesn't.
All the time. Are you kidding me? You kidding me?
The globalists.
Alex, he sold out. He sold out. He saw the money, he took the money. Alex, you know you fucking sold out.
The globalists.
No.
The
Do you watch
globalists.
Harrison Smith? Do you watch Owen Troyer? Do you watch Alex Jones? Just because
Some of Alex
here's the
Jones'
thing,
stuff.
just because Alex Jones doesn't jump on your it's the Jews for everything
No, it's just always the
bandwagon,
globalists.
you attack him.
It's always the global. What the fuck is the globalists?
The globalists are a conglomerate of very powerful, wealthy, ultra billionaires of many different races who conspire together to control the world for their elite small group of society, heavily influenced by the World Economic Forum, by other different agencies.
That happen to be Jewish.
World Economic Forum is literally Nazi.
No, the neocons, the fucking globalists. It's all just words.
They're not. That's what I'm saying.
Almost
To
all
you,
the neocons
everyone
were
is Jewish.
Really? Like 11 out of the 12 most prominent neocons were fucking Jewish.
Here we go again, dude. It's
You
like
think I'm wrong?
No, yeah, George Bush,
Okay, there's one.
the Koch brothers. They financed the entire neocon movement. The Walmart family. I mean, like we're talking about like just there. I just put together $150 billion worth of money for Neocon Inc. But no, the Jews.
I'll give you the. I just.
Oh, you're Chat
neocons.
GPT.
No, there's definitely a lot of them. I'm not trying to go
Paul
2-on-1,
Wolfowitz,
but the
first
majority of
one.
them are.
Richard Pearl, William Crystal, Howard Kagan. They're all fucking Jewish. Every single one of them. It's like, dude, like out of these
shame.
people, it's like one is not Jewish. Go ahead, go through the list. Is Wolfowitz? Is he not Jewish? Pearl not Jewish? Crystal not Jewish? Kagan not Jewish? They're all fucking Jewish. I literally just put in top neocons. That's all I said. Who were the top neocons? The only search I did.
No, I know most of them are.
that your
So
chat
I was
GPT?
trying not to
you're
go
like, you're like
2-on-1.
just cherry picking a couple that aren't Jewish.
Let's switch it to why is anti-Semitism?
neocons.
Who's to blame for anti-Semitism?
Hold on.
Jewish behavior or people like me and Dan?
Douglas Faith, John Bolton, Victoria Newland, Dan
There's a few of them that
Senior.
aren't.
Okay, Paul Wolfowitz,
Do you
Elliot
understand-
Abrams, Richard Pearl, Paul Burmer,
Do you understand
Douglas
that-
Faith, Bernard Lewis, Lulu Schwartz. One is not Jew.
This is
Richard Pipes,
exhausting.
Daniel Pipes, David Horowitz, another Jew. Robert Kagan, another Jew. Like,
gonna smoke, dude, because this is
because you can't debate. I mean,
you're not even you weren't even a part of the debate. I literally traveled here to debate Jake.
and he said,
and you're
he said
babysitting
you
him.
said to come over here.
I thought that
He
meant at the
invited me to
very
debate.
end. I didn't think that meant that I
It
was
the very
debating
end. You guys
you.
were 45 minutes into the fucking thing.
By the way, this is me not giving a
Who's that?
fuck.
I mean, yeah,
It's water.
This is you washing away your fucking sorrows after losing.
I think we
Losing the
I think
debate.
You guys spoke outside.
Losing the
I don't
debate.
know if it was smoke.
All right. Thank.
fucking prove that all the fucking neocons, all the
Methylene blue has been used for over 100 years.
Honestly, then he's the fucking gangster. He's a fucking real G. So yeah, this Adam guy, he can suck it. He's a fucking fat piece of shit, man. A lying piece of shit. So yeah, man. Remember, never trust nobody. Fucking look up every fact. Look up whatever anybody tells you. So then he won. Adam, he sucks dick. So yeah, see you guys next time.